Welcome back to another LSPDFR patrol. As you can see, it is nighttime here in Los Santos, roughly 11 p.m. and we have a ton of updates to go over before we hop into today's patrol. The first being this vehicle. So a quick note, this vehicle is by Ranger Z, still in beta. We're helping test it for him, but also he's part of a role-play community called San Andreas Realism RP, and they're now accepting applications. They've got a team of experienced officers, dispatchers, firefighters, and civilians, many who have real-life experience, and their applications are open. I'll leave a Discord link in the description below. It's a role-play community he's part of, and it looks like they're trying to open it up to the public. So with that being said, back to the vehicle. This is going to be 1 of 7 packs, and what makes it unique is the ability to control the spotlight without any additional scripts or mods. You can just do it simply by turning on your high beam. So this is a 2018 Dodge Charger. If you hit H first, that's your normal headlights. Hit H again, that's typically your high beams, which it is in this case. There you go. But using your controller, the joystick, you can move the spotlight from right to left. Now, I don't think you can move it up and down. I think it just moves left to right. Additionally, you can use your keyboard using shift and control if you don't use a controller to move it. But this is unique because to use a spotlight in the past, you have to download a separate script, and a lot of times that spotlight doesn't perfectly line up with the vehicle you're in because it just kind of is an estimate of where the spotlight goes on a car. So this is different. My only criticism looking at it off the bat is be nicer to have like a more defined beam. You can see like no light, we're not getting any shine there from the lights when the spotlight's all the way to the left. And I don't know that's possible with this method of doing it, but I would say like a more focused spotlight beam would be nice, and then still having the light from your headlights too. But it's just a different way of doing it, something that was not possible before, and you can see the spotlight there moving as well. So a really cool change. I think it's gonna do great, and this is one vehicle from that pack. Take a look at the interior of the car really quickly, because we got more updates to go over. So there's all of our equipment, siren controls, laptop. Looks like no partition in this particular vehicle for prisoners. We go zoom out here, see what the lights look like. Stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. I think the lights look great on this one, especially at nighttime. All right, so the next update we're going over is a Stop the Pet update. It's a pretty big update. It involves a running gun serial number. So now if we pick up a gun from a suspect, say we're in a shootout, they drop a weapon, or we just find a weapon, now go to the back of the police trunk and using the context menu, run a serial check. So this way we'll be able to see if that person has a stolen gun or it's registered. I don't know what to expect, but it's a pretty big update. In addition to that, Stop the Pet's gotten a ton of vocal dispatch support now, and in addition to that, context menu a dispatch. So it sounds like they're trying to roll a lot of features from Smart Police Radio into Stop the Pet and let you be able to call on peds, vehicle checks, things like that. Some of the more simple procedures through Stop the Pet versus have Police Smart Radio. Now I'm gonna still have Police Smart Radio for the time being because we have some callouts and plugins that tie into that system. But eventually it sounds like Stop the Pet is going to replace a lot of those features within its own mod. Anytime we can have less mods with the same amount of features, I'm all for that. It's probably going to result in an increase in performance in the game too, because we're running less mods on top of Grand Theft Auto 5. Finally, the last update I'm going to talk about, I've switched over from Computer Plus to CompuLite. Let's see if it pulls up here. Yes, it does. So CompuLite, if you're not familiar with it, it's a system that is similar to Computer Plus, but it runs through, I think, like the Rage native UI, and it pulls in like this, and we'll be able to look up people, see their records, charge them, and you can also see court cases as well. So the reason I switched was because Computer Plus has just been increasingly laggy lately, and I haven't found a solution to fix it. I do like the Computer Plus interface more, but you know, if it's unusable, obviously I'm not going to be able to use it. So we're going to be using CompuLite, and then our mod Tim's charges and citations list, we're going to be using that. Of course, if you want to download any of the mods I use, check out the link below for the full mod list. All right, I think we're done here. Let's let dispatch know we're going to be on patrol, and let's get started. Dispatch, Lincoln 18, show me 1041 10-8.
10-4, copy that. 1, Lincoln 18.
Looks like there's a traffic stop going on up ahead. We'll just put our stage 1 on, make sure everything's going okay. Sounds like the car is getting towed. This is the first time I've seen somebody get like patted down there on one of these ambient traffic stops. I guess he's being let go there. Pretty cool to see. I love ambient stuff going on in the background. When it's tasteful and small stuff, I don't appreciate events happening like every 10 seconds because it gets a little crazy and unrealistic. But when you're driving around and see that, it's pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure that's just part of LSPDFR's natural ambient system. So if you have LSPDFR on in your game, you're already well aware of these scenarios. And speaking of which, I think the Epic Store, which I want to say, is it Fortnite that's distributed through there? There's probably other games as well. I think they're having some promotion where GTA 5 was free for PC. It might be over by the time this video comes out, but it sounds like a lot of new people are downloading the game for PC and getting into it, and that's a great promotion. GTA 5 has consistently been selling. Oh, we just have somebody run a red light. I'm gonna say it's been consistently selling for a high price. I'm gonna call this one.
Officers report a suspect on the run on
Yeah, I think it was like $40-ish still, even years and years after the release. So seeing it for free, that's a huge promotion. I'm sure Epic Store just wants, you know, a lot new downloads of their client, but that's okay. All right, dispatch, Lincoln 18, we've got a gray sedan, ran a red light, fleeing from police. Gonna be eastbound on East Eclipse Boulevard. Speeds approximately 65 miles per hour. Traffic conditions are light. He's swerving all over the roadway, which is making me nervous. Oh, he just almost hit oncoming traffic. Let's get some additionals.
backup required on Vinewood.
We're gonna be on Vinewood now. Headed eastbound.
Copy, dispatch. Victor 13 is in the area. Dispatch, we got eyes on the target. Moving to engage.
All right, he's crossing Elgin now. Still, he's sped up even more now. 74 miles per hour. He's gonna lose it on these little bumps, man, going this speed. Quite dangerous. Can't tell me occupants are in the vehicle. Be crossing West Mirror Drive. We're now on Mirror Park Boulevard, running another red light. He hasn't hit anybody yet. Shockingly, he's been able to control that car there. Oh, there he goes. Just hit a vehicle. 1015 on El Rancho Boulevard. Still driving. Looks like he's got a tire out. Vehicle does appear to be occupied just one time. He's either going to try to bail soon, or just he's going to drive that car into the ground. Oh, there goes another tire, I believe. And we done? He's got to be giving up soon. We're gonna be at westbound Innocence Boulevard now.
Hey, sorry.
But watch out there. See if we can get ahead. He's done. Driver, let me see your hands. Watch the cross. He's running. He just ran right past you guys.
LSPD, freeze!
See if I can tackle him. Get on the ground. That's one way to do it.
You're not going anywhere.
Show one suspect knocked out. We're gonna need medical attention.
Roger that. 1 Lincoln 18.
All right, what we're gonna do here, we're gonna search. So B on the controller is supposed to tackle, but I've never been able to get it to quite work. He always pulls out that gun and pistol whips him. We're gonna tend to his injuries. We're gonna get a ambulance as well. We've stopped traffic for the meantime. We've got an open bottle of Costa del Perro, a picture of an unidentified woman with whore written across it, Alco patch container, and a recently reported stolen Swiss pistol. So this is cool. I want to see if we're going to be able to run that information. It's our friend Brian Toretto. He always runs from us. I don't know how he keeps getting out. All right. Requesting ambulance.
Ambulance. Assistance required on Elysian Fields Freeway.
All right, Brian, can you hear me? Yeah, if you're new to this series, Brian, he continually runs from us almost every time we encounter him. We don't know how he keeps getting back on the street, and this might be his last run if he dies here. We got an ambulance coming. CPR was unsuccessful. Hey guys, he was pistol whipped, knocked out after he decided to run from police. I'm gonna search that car too. He was just kind of driving crazy. The reason we started that whole pursuit was because he did not stop at a red light and he just wanted to keep going. Oh, he's alive. This is why it's always a good idea to call ambulance. These people, or EMS, these people are actually trained in helping people, whereas I have basic skills. So you can see where I tend to a patient and we get a failure to, you know, oh look, there's a stretcher. That is sick. So cool. I'm glad I got that to finally work properly. All right, guys, you have a good one. But like I was saying, it's always a good idea. You might be unable to revive someone, but if you call an ambulance, they're probably gonna have a better likelihood of doing it. So always a good idea to call the ambulance. Where did this backup park at? Where's this car? I think his partner left him. Let me, what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna move this car real quick. Guess he might be riding with me tonight. Okay, I just wanna like this. All right, I wanna try to run this weapon here. So we go back here, we open our contacts menu. Here, you know, we can replenish ammo, grab a gun. Evidence check, weapon serial check. Let's see if this works. There's no weapon in the evidence box. So I don't know if that weapon's not registering or not, or the fact that it already told us it was stolen. We're just to assume it was stolen, but that is typically how you're supposed to do it right there. And it might be a weapon too that we have to actually pick up off the ground. We didn't actually see that weapon. We just found it within the Stop the Ped search menu. Okay, so let's try Stop the Ped's new radio system to search the plate. Oh. Well, we're gonna search it anyway, but get prescription for steroids in the Ped's name and a box of meal ready to eat. Okay, let's do that again. So I think it's obtained plate number. 01 Zebra Jacob David 607. So it's been added to CompuLite is what happened. So can we, okay, we can request vehicle check. Let's try that. Dispatch, we're gonna need a vehicle check on 01 Zebra Jacob David 607.
01 Zebra John David 607.
Okay, you can
Target
see
is 10-4.
the vehicle is registered to somebody else, Megan Wild, but no flags on the car. And that thing is completely destroyed at the moment. What we'll do, let's go ahead and write up our charges since Toretto survived. It's going to be, and I want to look up his name too if we can. We might not be able to since he's actually left the scene, but let's check it out here. Yeah, so I don't believe, let's see if we can write in his name. And this was a issue too with the old system. If the pet had actually left the scene, we're not able to charge them with anything. But there's a Sultan. And there's Megan. That's not what I was expecting Megan to look like. And what we'll do, we'll contact Megan and let him know we found his vehicle. We're going to get it towed for the time being. But that's how that works. All right, let's get a tow truck out here.
Fucking sick.
Requesting tow truck. And we're gonna dismiss this guy.
On Innocence Boulevard.
All right, I appreciate your help, man. I don't know how he became my partner. Yeah, you can see the certain key commands are going through the CompuLite system, so I don't know if that's toggleable or not as well. But there, the vehicle's been picked up, and we're gonna be all done here. Dispatch, show me 10-8.
10-4, 1 Lincoln 18. We've got an overdose civilian in El Barrel Heights.
Copy that. Dispatch, show me responding.
Units respond code 3.
All right, we're getting reports of an overdose in El Barrel Heights. We're gonna be responding code 3 to the scene. Somebody in the middle of the road here. Okay, we're looking for an, oh yeah, I see somebody way up there waving us down. Flip around. Okay, I don't see anybody unconscious here. How you doing today, ma'am? I'm Officer Carson. Did you call 911? I was just passing by and saw the girl laying on the ground, the witness says. Is she still breathing? I don't know. I just saw some white bubbles come out of her mouth, witness says. Okay, she might be overdosed. We'll take care of her. Oh yeah, there she is. Get the flashlight out. Okay, we're gonna try some Narcan. I'm gonna go ahead and call for one additional backup unit.
Backup needed in El Barrel Heights.
All right, hold on for me. Can you hear me? Narcan is successful. Looks like she's coming back to it. Okay, stop, ma'am. She's running. All right, ma'am. Give it up. That was dumb of her trying to run. Honestly, I was just gonna try to get her some help, but of course we're gonna see if she's got any drugs still on her.
We are code 4. Suspect in custody. No further units required.
Alright, appreciate it, guys. Alright, ma'am, here's the deal. You're gonna be placed under arrest now for trying to run. And here, once again, you can see the new update to request ped check to dispatch. You can do that automatically. What's your name, ma'am? Alright, she's giving us a name. We're gonna go ahead and call it in. Hannah Kmore, 8/14/1992. Looks like she might have an outstanding warrant. Hannah, do you have the outstanding warrant?
Well, I'll be.
Fucking shit!
Are you aware there's a warrant for your arrest? No, your computer is wrong. I don't think it's wrong, but why did you run from us? You're gonna pin some BS on me anyway. All right, the reason we came here is that you had a passerby call 911 and was concerned about your well-being. You're passed out, you're unconscious, you're bubbling at the mouth. Have you used any narcotics recently? Some blow, man. Okay. All right. Do you have anything on you that I need to know about? I'm gonna see you.
Jesus Christ!
Okay, we're gonna have the buddy here pat her down. It's gonna be a female officer patting her down. Give her some light. Whoa, she just disappeared. We got a bag of some white crystals. All right, Hannah, what are these white crystals? Whatever it is, it'll get thrown out of court. You're very confident about that. Very confident. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start charging her. We're gonna test these white crystals to see what they could be. And then we're gonna check on the warrant too. Get right. So to use that trunk feature, you need to be like right on the trunk. No, I still don't think I'm... There we go. We will do the narcotics field test for the white crystals. And you can see, I think this is different. Before, everything was just able to do it, but now it just recommends a few to test depending on what type of substance we find. So negative for the cocaine. Negative for the meth, and we're gonna check out that PCP. Positive, yep. So that's gonna be possession charge. So she did have narcotics on her. We didn't find anything that was like opioid related. I'm gonna move up here. I think this one car is just trying to get her around. Oh, I was gonna move up. Okay. So Hannah, she has an arrest warrant for discharge of firearm. Very interesting. She's got an arrest record of synthetic stimulants, assault or resist federal officers ×1, photographing and sketching defense installations, domestic battery, armed robbery. In addition to that, unsafe passing citation. So she's got quite a record there. I think Tim was telling me under court related. Yep, we're going to charge her with failure to appear in court. Discharge of a firearm, I think, is a misdemeanor. So we're going to charge her with that. Okay, there's a resisting arrest because she tried to flee. I'm not seeing like any drug or other charges for some reason. I don't know why. It's possible I'm missing it somewhere. I'm sure Tim will watch this and give me his feedback on what I did wrong. But yeah, I don't see any like possession charges for the drugs or anything. I feel like I'm missing a whole section here. So, I mean, that's what we're at, basically. We got her with the warrant, and in addition to that, we couldn't figure out where the drug stuff was. So, all right, those have been issued. If we go to court cases, if you're curious what the outcome was, 5 months in prison and a total fine of $1,600-ish.
Roger that.
All right, I'm going to get one of these units to take her in. Requesting transport.
Backup needed on labor place.
All right, Hannah, this officer's going to take you to jail, okay? All right, and what I'm going to do here is pull up my car a little bit. So this one officer can get around me. Traffic can flow. Perfect. Well, that is going to conclude our patrol for today. Let me know what you thought of all these new updates. Like I said, if you want to download anything, you can find it in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next patrol.